Hello friends, welcome to this session, and today we will solve some simplification questions along with some approximation questions as well, and some fractional values which does not seems to be very easy. So how would you manipulate that stuff and solve the respective questions? So first of all, I will write down some fractional values and its percentage values. One, all know, it will give 100%. Half, it will give 50%. One third, 33.33%. One fourth, 25%. I know this all stuff very easy, but when the multiple of this fraction comes in, that sounds something difficult, and if you does not practice well that kind of stuff, it may become something difficult, some troublesome for you. So that's why I am writing down the basic stuffs here, and then the multiplicative stuffs will also come in the way, right? 1 by 6 is 16.67%. 1 7, 14.28%. 1 by 8, 12.5%. 1 by 9, 11.11%. And 1 by 10 is 10%. That's very easy. Like 1% is number 1 is 100%, and we are taking the fractional value. So 1 is the biggest number here, na? So 1 seems 100%, the same percent value. Okay. So 110, yeah. Though I am writing it in a flow. Then move to the next. 1 by 11, 9.09%. 1 by 12, 8.33%. 1 by 13, 7.69%. Though I am writing these values, but this would not be calculative one. Okay, just you have to remember. Earlier I told you to remember the squares and cubes of numbers, 20 and 30 cases, right? So similar case here also, the fractional values of all these percentage terms you have to remember to solve the simplification question in a better manner. Okay. 1 by 14, the next one is 7.14%. 1 by 15 comes up as 6.67%. 1 by 16 comes up as 6.25%. 1 by 17 comes up as 5.88%. 1 by 18 comes up as 5.55%. 1 by 19 comes up as 5.26%, and 1 by 20, just complete the series here, 5%, right? So I think this is now visible to you, and you can understand that this much stuffs is not that much difficult once you can remember all the stuffs, right? So moving to some more values. Up to 30, it sounds something very important. So moving to the next, 1 by 21, 1 by 22, like kind stuff, right? So 1 by 21, 4.72%. 1 by 22, 4.55%. 1 by 23, 4.35%. 1 by 24, 4.17. 1 by 25 gives the value exactly same. It is common value, na? One can easily understand this value. 1 by 10, 1 by 20, 1 by 25, right? Then 1 by 26. This would be 3.8%. 1 by 27, 3.7%. 1 by 28, 3.57%. 1 by 29, 3.45%, and 1 by 30, this would be 3.03%, 3.33%, right? So this is what I have to write here, so that when I solve the questions, in further going further, this much stuff becomes very important. Okay. Rather, whenever you are going to solve some questions, supposedly there is given, supposedly I am saying 6.67% of 100. So 6.67% of 150. Sometimes it sounds difficult. Nah? I am just making some rough work here. 6.67% of 450. If you don't know what is the fractional values of 6.67%, can you solve it easily? Or whenever it comes in the exam, you at that instant of mind you can solve it 6.67% or 6.67 into 4.5, because percentage means divided by the denominator is 100. So the denominator is 100. I am taking this from on this absolute value 450. So 450, 4.5 is the value, the exact value 4.5 into 667. So can 6.75, yeah. So 6.67. So can you solve it easily? No. So what we do? We will take the fractional values of this. So 6.67 is 1 by 15, right? 6.67 is 1 by 15. So 1 by 15 into 450 would give us 30. 30 is the value. This is the part of the simplification. And whenever you are going to solve some questions, this much small stuff would become very handy to you. Okay. Now take some another example. 3.57% of 840. So what is the fractional value of 3.57%? Where is 3.57%? I think in the third row, third column, right? So 3.57 is here. So 1 by 28 gives us 3.57%. So rather calculation taken on the basis of 3.57%, I will change it, this 3.57% in fractional form. That means 1 by 28. So 1 by 28 into 840 would become very easy, and one can easily solve it. No? This exactly 3 times. So 30. 30 is the answer again. Right? Now, this all the steps which I have written here, only the first level fractional value and its respective percentage value. So see here 1 by 14, 2 by 1 by 15, 1 by 16, 1 by 25, 1 by 27, 1 by 29, like and stuffs are there. Na? So in examination it may be happen that this is not the first level but 2 by 14, 3 by 14, 5 by 14, anything can be given. Na? So what do we do then? Suppose here it is given 35.7% of 140. 35.7% of 140. So this kind of value only strikes in your mind when these basic numbers, the basic percentage and its respective percentage value, fractional and its respective percentage value is very much understandable to you, and you have practiced so much that this becomes very reckoned for you. Okay, so now I can give you this one, 7.14. So 7.14 multiplied by 5, wouldn't it give you 35.7%? Yeah, correct. So this multiplying factor would multiply to this, but I will not take this percentage value this time, but take the fractional value. So 1 by 14 into 5 into 140. So 5 by 40 into 140 would give you 50 is the answer. So tell me, is it easy or you will go with the traditional method? Definitely not, because 35.7% of 140 at one go, it would not strike to you. Okay, rather checking whose multiplication is given there. It may also happen that 35.7 is not given there, but it is given the 36.1%. 36.1% of 140, and in the options the answer is given like 50, 70, 55, 48 and 72. Okay, so 5 options are given there and 36.1. whenever this kind of options are given there, and you can easily check that the two closest option, either 70 or 72 or 50 and 48, the difference is 2, but you have to check in which basis the percentage increment or decrement is minimum. So that minimum you should take into account in your actual calculation. Okay, so here 72, 72 and 70, so 2 is the difference. So 10% here is 7. From the basis I am taking I am taking the lesson part, so that the percentage accuracy comes more accurately. So here 70 and 72, the base is 70 and 2 is increased, right? So 2 here, how much percentage it would come? If I take 30%, 30% is 2.1, so near about 33%. It is 10%, 7, yeah, 3%. So 3% would give you 2.1, approximately same. 70 and 72.1 and 72 is exactly same, na? Both numbers 0.1 we can ignore. So 30% here would give you 3% would give you 2.1. So 3% accuracy you should not avoid. Okay, now 48 and 50. Here also two differences 2. So 2 is what percent of 48? 4.8 is 10%. So 2.4 is half of this. So 5%. So here it comes 5%. So you should not ignore 3% accuracy here, right? Because this is minimal here, 70 and 72. Now see, if you can strike, it can strike in your mind that 7.14 and its multiplication with 5 gives us 35.7, and 0.4 percentage would give you what? 1% is 1 and 0.4% is just 4. So 4 is the difference here, but see here 35, here multiplication with 5 would give you 5 by 14. So 5 by 14 is a fractional value in which this much 3% would not require, right? So 5 by 14 into 140, 50 is the answer. You should not have any requirement of solving this 0.4%, because this is very different, na? This 50, 55, not that much close to go into that detail that 0.4% I have to solve. No. So this much smart approaches you have to take care of. Okay. I hope whatever I told you till now, this is okay. But on the basis of this percentage value, we will solve some questions right now. They are, maybe it may help, or otherwise some questions in which I have not taken this kind of percentage value. Maybe 1 or 2 questions there, but you have to practice this very well, so that in going forward, whenever we may take some sessions on examination perspective just before the exam, that time also we will just practice it. Otherwise, whatever the questions I have taken, if it's absolutely based on the examination scenario, and see how much you can solve it out on your own. And I am going to start the questions here. Okay, so I am just erasing it here from the board. Okay. This percentage and its fractional value is very much important, because percentage value most of the time does not help, because in the present scenario of the examination, you hardly get 20%, 25%, 50%, 70% kind of value you have to find out. No, they are asking for something like 36%, 99.99%, and there is a 10,000 value is given. So 10, and in the option, the between the two answer choice, there is a difference less than 10. So you have to take care of 0.01% as well, if it comes in case of 99.99% of some bigger values. Obviously, it is very easily understandable that if the number comes very less, then 0.0% what? 10% may not be mattered in any way, but it depends on the absolute value, the number given in the question. Okay, so with this statement, I am just starting the questions here. Okay, so I am writing down the first question here. Okay, so Yes, the first question here it is. Okay, and this all the questions I have taken from different site. Okay, this already comes in few of the exams in previous year. So yes, this is x, and you can also use a question mark here. 15813. So solve it. I am not giving the option here. You have to solve it and see what the answer comes up here. Okay. So what do we do here? We'll take first 251 because this is the biggest number. Okay. So this is the biggest number and 1 is the unit digit here, and here it's the 3 is the unit place value. Right. I am, for the time being, I am not considering the fractional part, means this point. Okay, decimal part I am not fractional. The decimal part I am not taken into account for the time being. So 158.13 divided in the numerator and in the divisibility, because 15813 by 251, and I have to solve it out. Why I am taking this 251 here? Because this is unit place is 3, this is unit place is 1. So somehow whatever the result comes in, that definitely has the unit place is 3, because the multiplication with this number would definitely serve the purpose if it gives some integer value after this division, right? So I am taking 3 here, and now one thing you can understand, that 251, if I multiply this by 70, it will give us 7, 5, 7, 14 and 17, right? So 17,570 is the answer here, but not this one, but I am just checking this. Why I am checking with 70 or rather say 7? Because 7 into 4 close to 15, but I have not earlier checked it that 5 into 7 35 and 3 carry forward to this, and this will again go beyond this number 15,813. So we will move to the lower part, means 251, right? And we are well understood that this 70 would not be the answer. Even if 70 comes in 1581 like that, then also 73 would be the answer, because the unit place is 73 and already 2-digit value gives us comparable results, means the number of digits same as it is given in the question, right? So we will take 63 here. So better to check by 60 only, then we can understand that with 63 it will be the answer. So 6, 5, 6, 30, 6, 12, 50, right? So 6, 30, yes, 6, 12 and 15, right? So here see 15,813 into 63 would give the answer, right? Because why? This is 60. This is very close to 15813. Now I know that this is not giving the exact result. Why it is not giving the exact result? Because this unit place value, as we have to, I told you na, this 3 would be there, definitely be there. Only then the unit place value satisfied. If you have to satisfy the unit place value, this 251 into 3 you have to multiply. So 3, 15 and 3, 6, 7. So you have to add it here. So it will give you 15,813. This much stuff I have discussed in detail, because this unit place value, you have to first encounter. You have to first understand this part. That's what is the unit place value in numerator and what is the unit place digit in denominator. Only then, even in case of integer number comes in, then only you are sure enough that the unit place is 3 here. Otherwise, if this does not give the integer value, then you can't do anything. Only the integer part comes in when the simplification question is given there. But in approximation case, it is quite difficult. it's quite different, not difficult. Okay, so here it comes 63. Okay, so 63 is comes in, so 251 158, it will give you 63, but here 2 plus just below just before 13, so we'll take 6.3 and minus is here also, so minus 21 into minus 12 by x equals to 63 point, right? So tell me what will be the answer here. Okay, quick, tell me what is the answer. Here 2 digit means 6.3 by 10, and here also 6.3 by 10. So this plus 2 negative comes up as positive, and 63 by 100 would be better. So 23, 3 times 3, 4. So x equals to 400. So 400 is the answer. Okay, I hope this is okay. Moving to the next one. Okay, the next question is here. Okay, now we will move quite fast, okay, because this would come very handy and the practice would be exactly like examination perspective. So make it quite quickly. 6.5% of 375. So better to check the 6.75. We can take 37.5% of 65. Is it okay? Can we write it down like this? Is there any difference between these two? See, here 6.5%, wherever the percentage we can change in case of multiplication or in case of function, right? So 6.5% of 375, rather we also can say 375% of 6.5, and we can also shift the decimal part as well, so that the given form doesn't get changed. Means the result would not be changed. Okay, so see this decimal part, I take it here in the 37.5%. Why I am taking it 37.5%, you will understand, because this is some specific value in respect of fractional term. So that's why I am taking this 37.5%. So 37.5% of 65 plus, okay, is it minus? Let me check. Yeah, it's minus. Okay, now this is, if I take 1% minus 0.15% of 230. Okay, otherwise one more thing we can do, 200% of 0.85 and plus 30% of 0.85. This much stuff I am writing down here, but it will play in your mind. You should not write this in the paper. Okay, just 200%, it multiplied by 2, and for 30% just divided by 10 and multiplied by 3. After multiply by 3, just divide by 10. This much stuff is okay. Now moving to solve it further. So 37.5%, it is exactly 3 times multiply of 12.5, right, and of 65. So 12.5, whose fractional value comes in 12.5? It is 1 by 8, 1 by 8 into 3 into 65, right? And 200% of 0.85, so 1.7 and plus 3 3 into 85, 3 into 85, 255, and the decimal point 2 digit, just before the 2 digits, so 2.55 by 10, right? Multiplied by 3 and divided by 10, 30% is 30 by 100, and similarly 3 by 10 is same, okay? So this is it. So 195 by 8 minus 1.7 plus 0.255. I am doing it exactly similar, maybe some 2-3 decimal part in the approximation case here, just because of understanding. In examination you can avoid this also, and even in case just 2 you can take, okay? And here also something, see here 195 by 8, so can't we take 200 minus 5? Surely we can take, na? Okay, minus 1.955. So 200 is exactly divisible by 8, so 25 is here, and minus 5 by 8. 8 is 1 by 8 is 12.5. So 12.5 into 5 is 62.5. But we will take 6 to 5 decimal just before this 6. Okay, because we have taken percentage value, the fractional value. So in percentage divisible by 100, so divisible by 100 would give 62.5, and divisible by 100 would give just before the 2 digit, so just before 6. This is it, minus 1.955. So 25 minus 6 to 5, this is the same sign, so you have to multiply it, add both this value, 80, so 2.780, 2.780, right? So the answer is 22.22. This is it, okay? I hope you understood the process here. Whatever the detailed process I use here, supposedly here 200. Why I am taking 200? 195 by 8, if you can solve it, definitely it would take more time. But closest value 200, which has some exact multiplication by 8. So 8 into 25 is 200. So 25 is taken, and here 5 by 8 in something proper fraction comes in. So 1 by 8 is 12.5. 12.5 multiplied by 5, 62.5. As we are taking the fractional value, so we have to divide the number, the final number, by 100. So 0.625 will come here, and minus 1.955, and then just the addition process, addition subtraction process, okay? So this is it. Now moving to the next one. Okay, here is the next question. Number 3, right? 143040 2 by 5 into question mark equals to 140 into 4. Here you can take the options. Option A 450, option B 480, option C 500, option D 520, option E 540. It seems easy, na? Okay, I'm giving you the option. Please try to solve it. Do it fast. Okay, so 1 by 4. What I am doing here, just make it half and again make it half. So 1520. 1520 is half of this 3040. Again you have to make half of this. So 760, right? And minus 2 by 5x. This is nothing to do special. So 4 into 14 is 560, right? So 760 minus 2 by 5, taking purposefully x here to make it better notation. Okay, so 2.5 comes in the right hand side or in the either side, and just the difference you have to take, because either side the symbol sign is same. So whenever it goes both are in the single side, so the difference would be accounted for. So the difference is 200. 200 now, 200, so x comes up as 500. So option C is the answer, right? Have you got it correct? Okay, moving to the next one. Here is question number 4. Square root of 2304 divide cube root of 1728 plus square root of 3025 into square root of 16. Again, options are there. And option is 240, right? This is all the numbers are given in either square form or in cube form. So first of all, 2304. 2304, how you can remember this? This unit place is 2, unit place is 4. So either 2 or 8 comes in, right? And for the square, I earlier told you that for the square, 2 digits taken at a time, and then the rest of the term comes in place. 23 and the square term whose square value gives closest value to this 23, but not beyond 23. Whatever the number less than 23 but close to this 23, the value given here. Okay, so what it will be 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25. Though I told you that 5 square 25 close to 23, but you should not go beyond the given number. The number closest to the given number. So here it comes as 4. So either 42 or 48 is the answer. So how would you remember that which is the answer? See, I told you na, that checking the middle value 45. 45 square is very easy. So 45 into 45. What I told you that if the sum of these two numbers except the unit place digit gives us even number, then at the end you have to write 25 and you have to take this 4 into 4 plus 4 plus 4 by 2, right? So 2025, right? So 2025 is here. So 2304 is, yes, 2304 is greater than 2304 or less than that. 2025 is obviously less than 2304. So this value obviously greater than 45. So obviously greater than 45 is very common. It is 48. So 48 is the square root of 2304, right? So 48 would be here. Divide cube root of 1728. This is 12, right? I told you na, to remember that this kind of stuff. 11 cube is 1331. 12 cube 1728. 13 cube 2197. 14 cube 2744. 15 cube 3375. 16 cube 4096. 17 cube 4913. 18 cube 5832. 19 cube 6859 and 20 cube 8000, right? So this is 12 plus square root of 3025. Here comes is 25, right? So obviously end part the unit digit comes 5. Now here it comes 30. 30 whose square value gives the closest value to 30. 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. So 5 square, 5 will be there. So 55 into square root of 16 is 4. Now 48 by 12 plus 55 into 4, 220, and this would be 4. So 224 is the answer. Here option A. Option A is the correct answer, right? Okay, Moving to next problem. Okay. Now do it quickly. Okay, good. Okay, I am also giving the options here as well. Option A 281, option B 268, C 254, D 221 and E 291. Solve it. How will you solve it? What is the process to solve this question? Yes, in the traditional method you can multiply, but will you go in the multiplication? 45 into 5 you will multiply, or something other stuff you can apply. See, 18 into 19. So what I can do? I will take 18 square. 18 square 324. 324 plus 1 more 18 is there, plus 18. Right? 45 into 5, I will not multiply it by 5 but multiply it by 10 and divide it by 2. Right? So except of this, we also can do like this, into 10 by 2. So 450 by 2 is 225 minus 23 into 12. We will go in multiplication, but yes, I will also do the same thing, but I will take 10 plus 2. So 230 plus 23 into 2, 46. This much is in bracket. Whole term is in negative. So here next 342 plus 225 minus 230 minus 46. Why I am not collating these two? Because there is some term close to this, so that it will cancel out and give some minimal part from this, which is in negative, right? So 342 minus 46, this part, and plus 225 minus 230, so minus 5, again 51. So 51, if 42 you erase from this part, 342, so 300 is left here, so 300 and total part is 51, you have to remove, so left is 9, so 291 is the answer. Understood? Option E is the answer. Moving to the next one. These questions are seems to be very easy, na? Yes, definitely it is easy, and by practice you will solve it within 15-20 seconds, and this much stuff is required. You cannot give 2 minutes to solve this question. Even 1.5 minutes is more than what one can expect, right? In the competitive scenario, you should solve this question at most you can take 20 seconds, not more than that. Okay, so the next question is here. For 30%, yes, after that we will move to approximation part as well. Just keep patient. Okay, minus 80% of 420. Patience level is very much important while you are learning something, while you are expecting that you can solve it in a jiffy. So in that time, first you have to understand the concept, and then by the coming time, by regular practice, you can minimize the time. That's why the topper comes out, na? So you have to practice on a daily basis. So to perform well in the exam, to do all these questions within 5 minutes. All these simplification, approximation questions, whatever comes in, the 5 questions comes in and 5 number series comes in, you it is evident that within 7 to 8 minutes, all the simplification, either simplification or approximation comes in, and the number series questions, both of these collated can be solved within 7 to 8 minutes. So this much stuff, how one can do it? So only by practice. So practice is very much important, and you cannot recall this term at that time. You have to recall, but you cannot give it unlimited time that what is the value, I am just recalling. No, Whenever you see 19 cube, it essentially strikes to your mind that 68590 is a value, right? So this kind of preparation and mentality would be highly acquainted for. Okay, moving to the, this question is here 5.3% of 9,000. Solve it. And yes, options is there. Option A is 17, this is minus. Option B 424. Option C 1767. Option D minus 424. Option E 972. Okay. So do it carefully. I think there is some negative answers may come. Okay. See, yeah, for 30% of 600, but I have to 600%. Why? Because 600% means multiplied by 6 this number. So 8, 6, 4, 24, 24, 25. So 2580 is the number. In just one go I can calculate it, right? For 30% of 600, can we take it right? 600% of 400, and 600% means just the given number multiplied by 6. Okay. So 2580 is the value here. For 30% of 600, you also can call it, right? Now 80% of 420. 420 80% means what you can do, just take 420 minus 20% means 10% 42, 20% 84, just minus it, and then 5.3% of 9,000. We also can take it like 53% of 900. Yes, sure. Okay. This part exactly similar like this. Here 600% of 430. Here I will take 900% of 53. So just multiply 53 by 9. This much stuff is okay. 2580 minus, it will 316. Okay, minus 53. 53 into 9 means 530 minus 53. Right? Multiplied by 10 minus 1. Again 9 multiplication. So 2580 minus 316 minus 477. So this will become 793. 793 means also, see, 2580 minus 793. What I will do? Minus 800, and we have taken plus 7 here, so we have to take plus 7 here as well. So 2587 minus 800, so 17. Okay. Have I done any mistake here? 80%, 100%, 420 minus 20% means 84. 53%, 9 times 477, 793. So yes, 1787 is the answer. I think there is some issues in the options. Okay, 1787 is the answer. See, also even if you not take this plus 7, then also 7, 9, 10, 8, and this will become 7 to value 1, 8, 8, 7. So 1787 is the answer. Some issues, you can take 1787, option C. Now option C is the answer, right? Okay. So this is some problems related to simplification. Okay. Moving to some more examples, some 3-4 more examples, very fast. Okay. Later on we will move to approximation questions as well, right? Okay. I am just giving the question, and I will also solve it, but now some more shortest way. Okay. I will not discuss the whole detailed process here because I have already discussed it. Now it's your turn to solve it out. 32% of 19. So I will take 32 into 19. 20 minus 1 and multiplied by 100. So 100 gone because there is percentage. So divisible by 100 is here. So this 19 is gone. So 200 20 into 32, 640 minus 1 you have to take because exactly it is given 19. So 640 minus 32 minus x by 9 equals to 54. So here it gives x by 9 64 minus 608 46. So 554. No. What it would be? 640 minus 86. So so 1 by 9 into x. Yeah, here option is also given there. See, option says 5562, option B 5178, option C 4986, option D 4214, and option D none of this. Basically in this kind of question none of this option is not there, but if sometimes examiner intentionally gives it, that means you should not apply some digit sum and unit digit technique. I will make you understand this that part after solving this. See, here it gives 5 5 4 and x into 9, right? So n part 6, but here is none of these options are given, na? So you can take risk, but most of the time it gives the answer, but it may not be because none of these options is there. So that's why if time permits you have to solve it the whole multiplication. This is not very different because 4 9 36, 5 9 40, 5 48, 5 9 4 9 86. Here it gives the answer. Most of the time it gives the answer, but sometimes the examiner if do something experiment on this questions, then none of this can be answered. So better to check some 2 digit, 3 digit, and simultaneously whenever you are solving this question, just keep a look on the options there. Okay, that's it. Okay, moving to next question. Okay, before moving to the next question, just see how the 32 into 1900, how the unit digit and digit sum works here. So in digit sum case, all the digits in individual number, in digit sum case all the digits in a number you have to add and then see whether the numbers after digit sum what the number comes in. If it comes 0, then the right hand side or the answer choice in the option it will also satisfy. That means in which option the digit sum gives us 0, that would be our answer. Similarly, if the digit sum gives us 9 or more than 9, suppose 17, 11, 13, this kind of value comes, then 9 you have to subtract from that digit sum value. Why? Because 9 and 0 are exactly similar in case of digit sum. Whenever you are considering or whenever you are getting the digit sum as 0 or whenever you are getting digit sum as 9, both are exactly same in case of digit sum. So you can surely eliminate the number 9. If the digit sum comes as greater than 9, even if it comes 8, 7, then digit sum is exactly either 7, 8, is depending upon the questions. But whenever comes as a 9, exactly 9, if after doing digit sum in a particular question comes in, then digit sum is 0. Saying digit sum 0 or saying digit sum 9 is exactly similar. 9 does not give any other significant here. Okay, so here say 3 plus 2 is 5 into 9. I told you that 9 you can eliminate, so 1 here, x by 9 here, and again 9 means 0. Okay, here in the fraction part, we cannot take 9 as 0. See, x by 9 into 5, here it is. Now x into 5 into 9. So this is digit sum single digit, so nothing importance in digit sum making this. Okay, so multiplying this 5 by 0 also gives the same result, because I told you na, digit sum comes in 9 also signifies that this is 0, nothing else. So 5 into 0, 0. So in the given question we find out that the digit sum is 0. So in which options the digit sum gives us 0? 5 plus 5, 10 means 1 left, 1, 6, 2, 3, 0. Yes, it is 0. 8 plus 1, 9, and I am taking that particular number which immediately get cancelled by making 9. Multiple 9s, whatever the times 9s comes in, just cancel it. So 8, 1, 9, 9 and gone. 7 plus 5, 12 and 3 comes in. So this does not. Okay. So 6 plus 4, 10, 9 and 8, 8 plus 1, 9. Yes, it comes 0. 4, 4, 8, 9, it comes 2. No, not answer. And none of this should not be. Most of the cases, none of this is not the answer. Now, here unit digit, so both of this option A and option C gives us the digit sum 0. So how will we move that? Only doing digit sum is not serve the purpose. Yes, definitely it is cancelling rest of the 3 options. This is okay, but in these 2 options, which is the correct one? Option A and option C. Now you have to move the unit place value. Okay, unit digit. So what's the unit digit purpose? This is digit sum. This is digit sum, and now we are moving to unit digit. In unit digit, 32 into percentage x by 9 equals to 54. Right? Why I am taking this percentage by 100 here? Because we have to check the unit digit. For unit digit checking, I have to take this by 100, because otherwise the unit digit change here. Either 0, if I not take 100 in the base, so we have to take 0 as the unit digit, right? Okay, so that's why I took 100 here. For our purpose. Here also you can take, in some case you also take by 100, but this does not serve any significance here. Okay. So 32 into 9. So what the reduced form comes in 32 into 9 minus x by 9 equals to 54. So here it's 8. Just unit plus 9 into 8, 8, 18. Any other number you need not necessary to write. Only the unit digit. 8 minus x by 9 equals to 4. Okay, now x by 9, 8 minus 4, 4, x equals to 4 into 9, 36, again unit digit 6. So unit digit 6, out of these 2 options, yeah, this is gone and this is the answer. Right. Option C is the answer, right? Option C. Okay. So, better to solve these questions by digit sum and unit digit together can give the result very easily. Rather than solving this question, though I can say that this is not that much calculation in it, so that you can also use the basic method here. Otherwise, in some question there is some large number given. So what would be the situation you can handle to solve it within 20-30 seconds? So then digit sum and unit digit method would work perfectly fine. Okay. So moving to the next one, and give an answer very quickly so that I can understand that you apply digit sum and unit digit method here. Okay, the next question here. Plus 125% of 64. Again, options are there. I am giving the option right now just because you have to use the option. You have to use digit sum and unit digit technique here. And the last option is 296. Do it. Right now I am not going to solve it just by using the unit digit and digit sum method. Okay. See, 6 into 4 plus 2 into 6 plus 5, 7, 8 into 1. Understood? Why I am taking this one? Because 9 you have to remove. If the number digit sum value comes more than 9, then 9 should be removed from that particular addition, the sum. Okay. Now 6 into 4 is 24. 24 digit sum is 6. I am using digit sum, right? 6 plus 12 means 3 plus 8, right? So 6, 9 gone, only 8. Digit sum is 8. See in which options the digit sum gives 8. 9, 2, not with the answer. 9, 3, 5, no. 6, 8, no. 7, 2, 6, no. 9, 6, 8. Only one is the answer. Only option, only single option. So there is no need of check the unit digit as well, right? But for your purpose, I am checking the unit digit as well. Though I am getting the answer, but I am checking for your purpose only. Now see, 60%. So divided by 100. So both zeros in the numerator should be there. So yes, it is there. But may not be there, then the fractional comes in, but here in this case the fractional part is not there, is not coming. So 6 into 31, 31 into 6, unit plus again comes 6. Okay, 20% of 15, 2, 20%, here is 0, here is 1 0, so 2 0 gone, so 2 into 15, unit digit comes 0, plus 125%, 125% is 64, means 125% you also can use it as 5 by 4 into 64, right? So 16, 8, 0. So unit plus unit is 6. Okay, understood? So can you enjoy this process, right? Unit digit sum method is very easy. Better to solve this by these two methods only, rather than solving this question in a traditional method. This will become very handy. See how much time you take to check this, just taking the digit sum. But yes, one piece of caution here, advice that this digit sum and unit digit method would only be applied in simplification question. You cannot apply this process in approximation. Okay, so there is some limitations of using this DS and UD, right? Okay, so moving to the last two question of simplification. Number 9. Square root of 529 into 4 plus 45% of 80 minus 19 into 5. Okay. Again I am giving the option, you have to use this UD and DS. Okay. Try to use it. Okay. See and try to give me the answer quickly. Okay. 529 square root 23. I hope by this time you are remembering this stuff. Plus 45% of 80. Here what I will do, 50% minus 5%. I am just doing it without taking the unit digit or digit sum value, or you can check that this square root term we cannot use DS or UD. So I have to make it in an integer form, or have to find out the, what is the base value of this square number, so that we can use this DS and UD here. Okay. So 50% minus 5%, I am just writing it for your purpose, nothing else. 5 into 19 is 95, right? So now 23, I am not going into much calculation here, just 50% is 40, minus 5% is 4, minus 95 is 5. So I am using digit sum here, right? So digit sum, 5 into 4, 5 into this, 5 into 4 plus 4 minus 4 minus 5. So 4 4 gone, minus 5 20, so 15, 6 is there, right? So digit sum comes up as 6. So 6 here, it may be not, no, no, no. Only option A is the answer, right? Also you can solve it very easily. See from here, 23 into 4 means 46, 92 minus 95. Sorry, this is 92 minus 95. This part I am taking from this side to the close part, and plus 40% 4 minus 36, right? So what it gives? Minus 3 plus 36 to give the answer 33. Okay, again gives the option A answer, right? If the process is okay, then whatever the if your process is okay and someone else is doing some other process, some shortest possible approach, both of you will get the correct answer. But the difference is that someone is solving it in 10 seconds, 12 seconds, and you unfortunately if you are not getting enough practice, then this would be very difficult. Okay, only one question you may take 1 minute, and this kind of question you have to solve it within 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay, you have to practice. Though it sounds very awkward this time, I can understand, because this is very first time you are encountering this stuff. So this may happen, some of you, but not all. Some of you are well understood this process and can solve it within 10 seconds as well. I have seen this kind of candidates who can solve it within 10 seconds and 12 seconds. Okay, so for that you have to practice. Whoever is doing it, they also have done sufficient practice, so that's why they are solving it very easily. Okay, and even in the back of your mind you can solve it, solve this stuff without writing a single number on the paper. Okay, so moving to the last question of simplification. Okay, so here is the question number 10. The options are option B 51, D 91. Now 4 options is there. See, this is very easy, irrespective of whatever you use, traditional method, your DS method, okay, unit digit method, whatever you can apply, it would not make any difference within this 3 method, whatever you can apply, okay, it would take on almost same time. See, here 850 by 25 into 2 plus 3, right? So 5, so 750 plus 100, right? Is it okay? 850. So why I am taking 750? Because this gives exactly 30 times, plus 4 and into 2 plus 3, 34, 68, 81, 68, 71. Right? 71, option B is the answer. Right? So this is what I have to discuss with you on simplification note, and I hope the digit sum, unit digit, wherever you can apply, even if the numbers given in such large numbers or square root of some numbers, you have to make the base number of that particular either square root or cube root. Then only you can apply the respective digit sum and unit digit. And the question, if seems to be very easy, then you can just follow the traditional method. The core concept here is that you have to solve it in minimal time. One should not take more than 20 seconds. I am saying it repeatedly in an objective manner, that in simplification or in approximation question, you have to solve it within 20 seconds, because the paper is not based only on this simplification and approximation. There are other stuffs, word problems, number series, wrong number series, missing number series, and DI sets. There are varying concepts, probability, permutation, combination. Whatever the kind of questions is there, you have to give it time, because this is the easiest and simplest topic in the paper. So that's why you have to be very judgmental here and take the minimal time to solve all these 5 questions here. Okay, now I am moving to approximation question, the practice questions of approximation. Okay, now the first question of approximation, question number 11. 22 0.02% of 1200 plus minus 345. Okay. Yes, I am giving the options here. 101, 102, 1100, 110, and none of this. Okay. So how would you do it? See, here I told you this part is approximation question. So see, 22.02% does not seems any proper fraction, any exact fraction. All are fractions are proper fractions here, but any fraction in which 22.02 comes in. But what comes in? 22.22%. 22.22%. And what it gives? 2 into 11.11%, and again 2 into 1 by 9. Right? It is okay? Okay. Multiplied by 1200. Right? So, I can do it like this. So 800 by 3, 800 by 3, 266 comes in, right? So 266 here, 798, 266, 6 by 7, plus question mark, minus 365. So 266, 67, minus 365, this, and this is question mark. So 365, 99, 99, 1 by 7. Sorry, 99, 6 by 7, yes. 365 minus 266, 6 by 7. What it will give if I take it in a separate manner, this plus, and 99. 99, 6 by 7, approximately 100. 100 is the answer. Right? So whenever this kind of fraction given there, don't get confused that this does not have any perfect multiplication of any base fraction. You have to check the closest fractional value. Okay. See here the 1200 is somewhere not very less number. So but if you take 22% or 23% here, for 1% 12 difference, and here in the option you can say that 101, 102, 100. So very close options are given there. So you cannot take it 20. Supposedly if it takes that 22% you are taking, and here it's given 21.9%, that much stuff is okay, but you cannot take 1% approximation here as well. Okay, less than that 0.01% approximation is absolutely fine, and you can check that I have also done the same. 0.2% approximation I have taken, then also the answer comes. Okay, so moving to the next question. Approximation quotients somehow is very popular in today's time. Okay, so you have to have a better practice. Though simplification and approximation is not much different, both are exactly very similar, but there is some struggling situation frequently comes in. So basically it depends on how many questions you have solved, okay, and what's the approximation part on the either side you have to take. So that much understanding is very much important. So that's why the practice would comes in play. So you have to practice more number of questions. The instinct, the process which gradually needs to be developed in yourself would only be comes by practice. So do regular practice. 678.45, 45.324, 23.122. Right? Okay, solve it. Okay. Here I am not giving the options, and this is I am clarifying this that giving the exact option, not approximation, but yes, exact option I am giving. That's why I am giving none of this option. Try to solve it or just comes to me, and let's see whether you can solve it fast. Okay, solve it. Okay, do it. So this is just simple addition subtraction process. Okay, so what do you do? See here 700, right? 700, 600, and this is 45.23 point, and here it's 3 terms, 678, 100 terms, 786, 100 term, 534, 100 term. So minus 100, minus 100, 500, so 400, 400. I am writing this in this manner. I am doing these three only. Okay, later part will come. Now 80, 80, 70, minus 10, 30, so minus 20. Uh, Minus 10 means 20. Okay, 20 comes in. 4, 6, minus 2. Minus 2, 8, 6. Right? Okay, then fractional part. 0.55, so 0.1 in minus. So 0.1 in minus 155. 462.155. Understand the process? See, I am taking each of these place value. Here 7, that 100 place value. Here 6, 100 place value. Here 500 place value. I am taking the same place value at a time and try to addition, subtraction, whatever the respective symbol given there, so that the addition becomes much easier and you can do it in single line. First of all, I have taken only the 100 place digit. Then I am taking the 10 place digit. Minus 80, minus 70 means minus 10. Minus 10 plus 30 means plus 20. Right? So 22 is in the 10th place and 20 is 0. Need not write anything. If the carry comes, then we will write it just below the actual number and add it to the number which comes in the later part. Okay, so here 20, 0 is there, so after adding 0 nothing changed, so we have not written down 0 here. So moving to the unit place, 4 plus 4 minus 6 minus 2 minus 2 plus 8 plus 6. 6 is here, and similarly in the decimal part we have done also the same stuff, right? Okay, now moving to this part, the 45 point something and 23 point something. This would become very easy. I can say it comes 22, right? So 22.122 and 324, so 202 comes in. Am I correct? Okay, here not 1.55, here 3 digit, and here 2, here 2. Okay, so 5 would be there, right? And 0.1, so 0.1, so 155. Yeah, it's okay. 7, say 7 minus 1, 4, 30, minus 50, 20, and 4, minus 2, 6, 2 is here, so 0.1, minus 0.1, so 155, and here it gives 2, 0, 2. Okay, so it gives 448.357. Okay, so yes, none of this is the answer. Have you got the same value? Please tell me. Moving to the next question. This number 12 and number 13. 41.39 square, 7.99 square, 22.22 square. Okay, the options are 1261, 1340, 1540, 1365, none of this. Okay. Now here you can see that 41.39, 7.99 and 22.22 all are in square form. Okay, now how do we move? We will take 8 square, 64, 22 square, 484. Because we are taking 22 square, the difference is very huge, very large, okay? That's right. So 41 square, if we take, if we can, if we are not thinking about 0.39 square or 0.4 square, I am taking just 41 square. So 9 less than 50. So I have told you that numbers close to 50, how you take the square of that particular number. So 41 square means 41 is 9 less than 50, and in case of number close to 50, you have to take base as 25. So 25 minus 9 is 16 and 9 square is 81. So the value is 1681, right? 1681 plus 8 square plus 484. So 1681 plus 64 plus 484. Now 548 plus 1681. Both are in plus. 9 2 20 2 2. Okay, this is in negative, right? Okay, this is in negative. So okay, 420. So 1261. Yes, exactly comes 1261 is the answer, right? So in approximation question, it happens sometimes that the fractional value does not comes into play in any significance to get the actual answer, because the answer given here itself is maintaining such a large difference that the that much accurate calculation is not needed at all. Okay. So you can check that I am taking here 41 square only, here take 8 square, here take 22 square. This much stuff is also sufficient to give the answer, to take the correct answer, right? Okay. Moving to the next one. Okay. The next question, number 14, 15.08, 11.899, 22.92, 14.96. Okay, the options are 505, 480, 495, 510 and 525. Right? Again, what we will do? I will just manipulate the given question plus 23 into 15. Right? Okay? Okay, so this is 180, 230, 115, 345 plus 180 and 4, 525. Answer 525. Right? Okay? Understood? 15.08, I can take it 15, and 11.899. If it gives 11.199, then I can take 11. But here it gives 11.899, close to 12, so I can take 12 here. 22.92, again close to 23, not 21, because not 22, because 22 point, if 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2 less than 5 comes, then we can take 22 here, but it says 22.92, close to 23, just I am taking 23. Next, 14.96, very close to 15, so I am taking 15 here. Then the simple multiplication and addition process. Okay, I hope this much stuff is okay, right? Moving to the next question. Okay, and this is the final question of approximation here. There it is, and options are 1620, 1610, 1600, 1590, and none of this. Right? So how will we move? First, before solving the approximation question, if it seems that the numbers is very awkward manner it is given, then just manipulate in your feasible term, then solve it out. Okay? Your feasible term does not mean that you completely change the number, but the given number and you have to take the closest value, the closest integer value, so that your calculation gets some easier in manner. Okay? Right. So 16.5%, I am taking 33% of just 33 by 2 of 1400 plus 115% of 1210. 33% of 700. Okay, or I can say 33% again in a particular form I am able to make it, right? So 33% of 700. Conversely, I also can say that 700% of 33. So 700% of 33 means multiply the base number by 7. So 33 into 7, 231 is the answer here for this particular set. 231, and what comes from this factor? 100% of 1210, definitely 1210. 10% 121. 5% just 60 I am taking. Not going into the decimal part. Okay. And this is also not needed. 10 difference is there. So you easily can get the correct answer. So 1210 plus 181, right? So 181, 412 plus 1210. So 1622, right? So 1622, very close. 1620 is the answer, right? So this is where we end up this session, and we have completed simplification and approximation series here, and some fraction values I have also given at the very beginning of this session. You have to memorize that stuff along with the squares and cubes of numbers. Okay, and later part we will move to percentage concepts and more deeply, so that where you have to apply this concept, the calculation concept, the fractional value, the basic numbers of that fractional value, the percentage value. So this kind of stuffs you have to well acquainted by then till the next session comes in. And all the stuffs, whatever I discussed, try to practice some questions on these factors, and only then you can minimize your time to solve each of these particular questions, because this is very basic. Okay, you have to do lot more stuffs in the paper. So try to minimize your time in this simplification approximation series, and later on we will come to number series sets as well, but let's see what the next session comes in. Okay, till then keep practicing, and all the stuffs you have to be well acquainted. I have repeated my word that you have to practice a lot. Do a maximum potential, do maximum practice here. Okay, so only then your efficiency gets increased. And that's all for today, and good time.